April 19th, 2022 meeting of the Rules, Confirmations, and Public Elections Committee. I'll call the roll. It looks like we have Councilmember Rutherford present, Councilmember Syracuse present, Councilmember Evans is present, Councilmember Johnston's here, and I am here. So we do have a quorum, so we will now begin with resolutions on the agenda. And I'm going to put all of the resolutions on the consent agenda, and I'll go through them very briefly, and let me know if anyone has anyone they want pulled off before I read the captions. RS 2022-1476, 1496, 1497, 1498, 1499, 1500, 1501, and 1502. Anyone like anything pulled off of the consent agenda from that list? You do? Which one?
National League of Cities.
That's 1498. Anybody else? Okay, I'll read the captions of all the bills, or all the resolutions right now. RS 2022-1476 Pulling Virtual Sponsors sets the date and time for the 2022 State of the Metro Government Address. 1496 Stiles, Welsh, and Toombs sponsor supports an amendment to the budget of the state of Tennessee for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2022 to increase funding for film and television incentives. 1497 Syracuse's sponsor supports efforts to revive the Music City Music Council into a sustainable and effective initiative. 1499 Evans sponsor recognizes the month of May as Nurses Month and celebrates registered nurses' accomplishments and efforts to improve our healthcare system. 1500 Sledge and other sponsors recognizes May 6, 2022 as Provider Appreciation Day in Nashville and Davidson County. 1501 Parker and other sponsor expresses the appreciation for the employees of the Nashville Electric Service and recognizes April 17th, 2022 as Lineman Appreciation Day. 1502 Hancock and other sponsors commemorates the 52nd anniversary of Earth Day and to recognize April 23rd, 2022 as Earth Day in Nashville and Davidson County. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right. Any other conversation? Anybody want to be pulled?
Are those copies of our? What's the other stack on your left hand?
We're on the consent agenda. Anybody have anything to say about the consent agenda? These are resolutions. I don't think you want that.
No, that is what I want.
That is
Thank
what
you.
you want. Okay, that's one of. All right. All in favor of the consent agenda?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, the consent agenda passes. We will now move to RS 2022-1498. HURT sponsor expresses Metro Council support for hosting the 2026 National League of Cities Summit in Nashville, Tennessee. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
All right, Council Lady Hurt, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I certainly appreciate having the opportunity to greet you as the sitting president of the National Black Caucus of Local Elected Officials, a constituency group of the National League of Cities. I was proud to be a part of the meeting that was held back in March of the Congressional City Conference where the NLC board voted unanimously to bring the 2026 City Summit back to Nashville. People are still talking about what a great time they had here in 2015, and it was just my esteemed pleasure to have been there and to be serving as the president of NBC Leo and to help advocate for them coming back to Nashville. The Conventions and Visitors Corporation did a commercial with Gilmore and told them, come on back. And I mean, they sang that the entire time we were in D.C. So I just wanted to make sure I had the opportunity to share what a wonderful experience it was for me and for the board to make that unanimous decision. And I would hope you all would do the same.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Any other discussion on this resolution? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion passes.
Councilman Foley, what I was trying to figure out where we were is on RS 2022-1499 by Council Lady Evans. I need to abstain.
Okay, we can go back, that was on the consent agenda and it wasn't pulled, so, we can go back and, pull it and note your abstention.
That's just for
Will you? Okay,
viewing public. I represent nurses, so.
okay, all right. Thank you for that. We'll note your abstention. All right, we'll move on to late items. I don't see Councilmember O'Connell. Councilmember Taylor's here. We'll move this to Heel. I wonder if somebody can reach out to Councilmember O'Connell.
I texted him, but.
Okay. All right, we have a late ordinance, Councilmember Taylor in Syracuse, authorizes the building material restrictions and requirements for .19 acres of a proposed historic landmark overlay district to include a portion of property located at 2208 Elston Place at the corner of Elston Place and Louise Avenue. Councilmember Taylor, the floor is yours to discuss the late nature of the filing.
Thank you, Chair. So this is a materials bill. All restriction bills or zoning bills need this companion bill to go with it. It was never filed. It is now being filed. The current bill is the exit-in historic overlay, which is on third reading tonight. We're going to have to slow that down to catch this one back up, and so we want to catch it up as soon as possible so we can have that historic overlay as soon as we can get it done. So.
All right, so purpose would be to try to catch it up with the other bill. Anybody have any objection to the late nature of this filing? All right, thank you, Councilmember Taylor. Councilmember O'Connell, thanks for joining us. We have late resolution. Councilmember O'Connell is the sponsor. Approves a Rebuilding American Infrastructure with a Sustainability and Equality RAISE grant from the United States Department of Transportation to aid in the community outreach planning and design of the East Bank Boulevard project. And this is late filed, so if you would just simply share with us.
I cannot tell you why I'm the sponsor, but I can tell you why it is late. I understand from the administration that there was a need to wait while the state was also in preparation, and we did not want two competing grant processes, but I think the timing has been worked out, unfortunately, with the timing of the council calendar to get this in to the federal level on time. We did need to get this filed in a way that could not be timely, so I would appreciate the committee's support.
Anybody have any objection to the late nature of this file? All right, well, thank you very much, Councilman O'Connell. Appreciate that. Now we'll move to bills on second reading. BL 2022-1175, Bircher and Pulley sponsors, readopts the code of the Metropolitan Government prepared by Municipal Code Corporation to include supplemental and replacement pages containing certain ordinances of a general and permanent nature enacted on or before October 5th, 2021. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
All right. Any discussion on this? All right. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right. Passes. Now we will move to elections and confirmations. And before we get going, those of you who have a copy of the applications, there is a note about the Metro Auditor, and 3 candidates were approved by the Metro Nashville Audit Committee in ranked order, and they appear in that order on your cover sheet. These do not come before the Rules Committee, so it's not on our agenda. And the Audit Committee makes these recommendations, and they will go before the floor tonight. So we will not be taking any action on that. Now we'll move to elections and confirmation, and we will start with the Board of Equalization appointment of Ms. Glenda Chambers for a term expiring April 14th, 2024. Ms. Chambers, how are you?
I'm fine.
All right. You can stay there if you'd like, and we can ask you from your seat. Yes, ma'am.
Pulley, since we have quite a few of them, could we talk to them all together?
What do you mean by that?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 appointments to the Board of Equalization. In the past, we've taken them together.
I've not ever done that, so I just ask each individual questions, and we move on from there, so appreciate that. Ms. Chambers, I got to ask you a couple of questions. Are you a registered voter in Davidson County?
Yes.
You Davidson County residents?
Yes.
Do you serve on any other metro boards or commissions?
No.
And would you like to explain to us why you want to serve in this capacity?
It's such a fun committee. I was on the Board of Equalization in 2017 and 18, and took a break and was reappointed as, well, I was an alternate, was reappointed as an alternate last summer, and have been serving on it during this reapportionment year. And I've been asked to be a permanent member for the next 2 years, and I'd like to continue serving.
All right, well, thank you very much. Anybody got any questions of Ms. Chambers? All right, well, all in favor of recommending her appointment?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, now we'll go to the Board of Equalization reappointment of Ms. Deb Dawson for a term expiring April 14th, 2024. Ms. Dawson, how are you?
I am fine, except for my allergies.
Thank you very much.
So I'm a little woozy, that's the reason why.
Thank you very much for joining us. Let me ask you, are you a registered voter in Davidson County?
Absolutely, faithfully,
And are you a Davidson County resident?
absolutely, wouldn't be any other way.
Do you serve on any other boards or commissions?
I imagine I've currently just finished the term for the board.
Okay.
Reappointment.
All right, and this is a reappointment?
Yes,
that's
sir,
correct.
it is.
All right. Any others besides that?
No, sir.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Would you like to tell us why you'd like to continue in that capacity?
Well, I just had, like her, it was a lot of fun, a lot of good knowledge. Been knowing Vivian for a long time. She twisted my arm, so. No, it's, I like to be a part in helping Metro. Our city, has a lot of new growth, new residents, and we need the money, and we need to be there to be fair, to hear everybody who wants to talk about their taxes. That's their right. So it's just a really honor to be reappointed to the board.
Well, when she twists your arm, I know
She
what
did.
that's like. Tough. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Ms. Dawson? Yes, sir.
Just a comment, Ms. Dawson is a resident of District 31, and we are very proud of her service to Metro, and I highly endorse her reappointment.
Thank you, Councilman.
Not twisted his arm.
Any other comments?
Thanks, Councilman Rutherford.
You're welcome.
All in favor of recommending her appointment?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, you're recommended for approval. Board of Equalization reappointment of Ms. Jacqueline Kelly for a term expiring April 14th, 2024. How are you doing, Ms. Kelly?
Very well,
Good
thanks.
to see you again. Are you a registered voter in Davidson County?
Yes,
And are you a Davidson County resident?
yes,
I think a proud District 25 resident, are you not?
I am indeed.
Thank you, we're so proud to have you. Do you serve on any other Metro boards or commissions?
No, not at this time.
All right, and would you like to tell us why you want to be reappointed to this board?
Well, number one, this lady over here, I think she says you will volunteer. So I've been a board member now 4 years, and I'm very delighted, feel like it's an honor to give back what the city has given me. I've been in business for 39 years as a commercial broker. And so I've been very, very blessed to be a broker here in Nashville, so I wanted to give back to some of the wonderful things it's given me. And I feel it an honor to serve with all my board members because they are wonderful to serve with.
Well, thank you very much for that. Has anybody got any questions or comments regarding Ms. Kelly? All right, all in favor for reappointment?
Aye.
Any opposed? We recommend you for reappointment. Thank you very much, Ms. Kelly.
Chairman,
Yes, ma'am.
I have a personal privilege just to say
Yes,
something.
ma'am, please.
I also want to say that Mrs. Jacqueline Kelly has been selected as one of the women who rock. So how can you turn down a woman who rocks?
We know she rocks. She's from District 25. Thank you for that, Madam Property Assessor. I appreciate that very much. Next, the Board of Equalization reappointment of Mr. Bob, is it Notestein?
Notestein, yes.
All right, for a
Yes.
term expiring April 14, 2024. A couple questions for you. Are you a registered voter in
Yes.
Davidson County? Are you Davidson County resident?
Yes, for 42 years.
Awesome. Do you serve on any of the Metro boards or commissions?
None except the Board of Equalization. I've been on it for about 6 or 7 years.
All right, and tell us why you want to remain on there.
Well, I'm
Besides the fact that Ms. Wilhoit is twisted.
Yeah, she
you
twisted
on.
me. Actually, I might have been there before, but I'm in a unique position this benefits me because it benefits the public because I'm a real estate lawyer. And I've been one for 36 years. I was a commercial real estate broker before that. And so I see all kinds of property. So when somebody comes in, I know where it's at pretty much, and I know where the values are going. And it just gives me a little different perspective that I think benefits the public overall. And you know, we keep using the word fairness and equalization and that kind of thing. And I think because of my background, I'm able to do that. So, and besides that, I enjoy it. It's good camaraderie. It's a good group of people. I'm a District 23 guy. And I've been there for 42 years. So it's just a good match, and I'd like to continue.
Well, thank you very much. Anybody got any questions or comments for Mr. Notestein? All right, all in favor of his reappointment?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we recommend reappointment, so thank you very much.
Thank you,
Board of Equalization reappointment of Mr. Derek Starks for a term expiring April 14, 2024. How are you, Mr. Starks?
Good. How are you doing?
Thank you. Thank you for joining. I'm doing well. Are you a registered voter in Davidson County?
Yes.
Davidson County resident?
Yes.
And do you serve on any other Metro boards or commissions?
No other boards at this time.
Okay, and tell us why you want to be reappointed to this board.
Well, I really enjoy working with the public. I think it's an opportunity to, with my background, see fairness take place. And so I think that's what we're there for, so I really enjoy that. And a great group of people and a little arm twist.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Everybody will follow suit.
All right, anybody got any questions or comments for Mr. Starks? All right, all in favor of his reappointment?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? All right, we recommend reappointment. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Starks. Now we'll move on. Greenways and Open Space Commission reappointment of Ms. Brenda Gilmore for a term expiring April 14, 2024. Senator Gilmore, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
All right, are you a registered voter? I mean, silly questions.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna ask it.
Better be.
Davidson County resident?
Yes.
Serve on any other boards or commissions in Metro?
No, not
All
this
right,
time.
and now you feel free to share us why you want reappointment with this board.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and committee members. Again, it's just an honor to serve this city. I love Greenways. I love the parks. When I was in Metro Council, I had the privilege to serve as chair of Parks and Recreation, and it's just exciting to see how Greenways are coming together across this city and across this county. So, and I would appreciate opportunity to continue to serve another term.
Well, thank you very much. Anybody have any comments, or I'm sure there'll be plenty. Yes, Councilmember Murphy.
Senator Gilmore, if we choose not to confirm you, will you run for the Senate again?
Wrong answer, wrong answer.
It was worth a shot.
That was good.
Anybody else? Let's see, Madam Trustee, have you got anything you want to say about your mother back there?
I think she's an awesome candidate for this, and I would ask for your confirmation.
All right, well, thank you very much, and we certainly do appreciate your service.
Absolutely.
And good luck in your retirement. I'm sure we hope to see you around a lot more.
Oh, you will.
Okay. Well, all in favor of Senator Gilmore's reappointment?
Aye.
Any opposed? You are recommended for reappointment.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Greenways and Open Space Commission reappointment of Ms. Jeannie Nelson for a term expiring April 14th, 2024. How are you doing, Ms. Nelson?
I'm great. How are you?
Just wonderful. Thanks for being here. Are you a registered voter in Davidson County?
Indeed.
And a Davidson County resident?
You bet.
And do you serve on any other boards and commissions in Metro?
Nope.
Okay. And please tell us why you want to be reappointed to this board.
So that I can spending more time with Senator.
That's a good reason.
Getting away from those other things and gonna give it all to the Greenway. In all seriousness, I think there's never been a more important time for Greenways in this city, whether it's our suburban areas, our what country we have left side areas, and certainly our urban area. And I was actually the first co-chair of the Greenways Commission when this council with Mayor Bredesen established it mega years ago, and have been involved in conservation and environment ever since then. And I'm a recycle, I guess, that's what I am. But I have a serious passion about it, and I think we've got unbelievable opportunities. The development community sees the value, and I know many of you do see the value in your districts, and it's just a great time, and it needs all the energy and all the passion and all the smarts that we can get behind it. So use this as a time to also encourage all of you to think about, and if you want either of us to come talk to you about what the opportunities are, they're unbelievable right now, and it's now or never, because we are losing all of the connectivity in our city. Thank you.
We appreciate that very much. Anybody with comments or questions?
I just want to thank you, Jeannie, for your commitment and service to our environment here in Davidson County and statewide. I know that you've been very passionate about it, and I would guess that I would love to put an amendment on here to make it a lifetime appointment. But I guess we'll just stick with 2024 for now. But thank you for your service, because you've brought us a long way, and we still have a long way to go. And your knowledge and experience is just, it's needed. So thank you.
Appreciate that. And guess whose district I serve in? I live in it.
So that's beside all of this. She and my father have worked on environmental issues for a very long time. We won't say how long. So.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for that. Any other comments or questions for Ms.
Nelson?
All right, well, all in favor of her reappointment?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, you are recommended for reappointment. We have one final person to discuss. That's the Fair Board appointment of Mr. Todd Hartley for a term expiring April 6, 2024. Mr. Hartley, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. Are you a registered voter in Davidson County?
Yes, sir.
And a Davidson County resident?
Yes, sir.
And do you serve on any other metro boards or commissions?
No, sir.
And this is an appointment, not a reappointment, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Tell us why you want to be on the Fair Board.
Well, number one.
Aside from the fact that Ms. Womack probably toast your.
Number one, Ms. Womack I've worked with her for several years as a neighborhood representative to the Fair Board. We have a neighborhood committee that provides input onto the dealings of the Fair Board. She's been wonderful to work with. So the first thing I wanted to say is, I just really want to say how inspiring it is to see so many public servants and volunteers here. So number one is just about public service. This is going to be, if I'm confirmed, the first board I served on, and I'm really excited about that. Beyond that, as I said, I'm a resident that lives about a half mile from the fairgrounds, and it's a great, great amenity in our city. It's something we should really steward and take care of, and I'm excited to be part of the opportunity to do that. And then the last thing that I think really excites me is my day job. I work for the Country Music Association, and we are involved in event management. We do a lot with event management, so I think I have a little bit of expertise that I can also lend to help Laura steward the fairgrounds. So I'm really excited about the opportunity, and I hope you guys would support me.
All right, thank you for that. Any other questions or comments for Mr. Hartley?
I think this might be the first Fair Board appointment that I haven't had to ask about the State Fair and County Fair situation, and so I look forward to seeing you at the County Fair.
Thank you.
And I would like to recognize former colleague of ours, former council member Sherry Weiner.
Yeah, so I sit as the chair of the Fair Board, and when we lost most of everybody on the Fair Board, and it's a quiet little group of 3 right now, we are extraordinarily thrilled to have Todd join us and become an intimate group of 4. And then we'll hopefully be back here pretty soon for our 5th appointment. And so I just
can't speak highly enough about Todd. I've had an opportunity to visit with him quite a bit, actually, since I went on the board, and very, very impressive. And I think he'll provide us with a reasonable voice on the board. So I encourage your support.
Thank you very much for those comments. Anybody else? All right, all in favor of Mr. Hartley's appointment to the Fair Board?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we recommend appointment to the Fair Board for you, Mr. Hartley. Thank you for coming, and thank you all for your willingness to serve. We appreciate you being here, and appreciate you all you do to make our city better. So, and what's that?
Parking vouchers if you need a parking pass. I didn't have my normal seat, so.
Or out there in the hall, so if you're parked in the parking lot here underneath the building, come, feel free to come grab one of those. All right, if anybody else doesn't have any other business, we stand adjourned. Thank you.
We need to stay.